All right, y'all. We're gonna start this show off. Welcome everybody. We're gonna talk about the Super Bowl coming up. I'm gonna change it up before we start talking the Super Bowl. Y'all know we had the world's greatest cheater retire.
Gone fishing.
Gone fishing.
Gone fishing.
But I had to get that out. But we're gonna talk about.
You're gonna be all right.
I know. All right.
We're gonna talk the Super Bowl, fellas. So, what y'all think about the Super Bowl, man? Who y'all got, the Rams or the Bengals? So, and I'm gonna let you kick it off, man. Who you got?
Hey, look, I got the Rams. The Super Bowl is at their home field. Ain't nothing else you can say. Ain't no miracles happening.
What you got to say, Zan?
That's it.
It's Cincinnati Bengals. Because of Joe Burrow. Throughout the whole playoffs, he hasn't been phased like he hasn't been scared at the moment. Jamar Chase, even though he doing around the playoffs, and the Bengals, they adjusted every round. So, in order for them to win, they got to protect Joe Burrow, because if they don't, it's going to be like last year's Super Bowl. And that's really it. They got to protect Joe Burrow.
All right, y'all can chime in, man. Keep it,
The Rams. I think the Bengals' time has come short. I think the Rams defense is too good, and they already shown they can't protect Burrow. And you got Aaron Donald, Floyd, all them coming in at you like Miller. Good luck. I'll be surprised that boy make it past second quarter. And then you're gonna have Ramsey guarding Chase, and if they smart, Ramsey's good, but you got to go up, under and over on him the whole game. You got to double team him.
Well, okay. So here's where I'm at. I haven't decided just yet, and that's true. I love the Rams defense. I love it. And defense, I feel you. I feel you. And they hungry, but it was a couple flaws that, like you were saying, Ralph. Ramsey can get tough. I think Jamar can, because he didn't got burnt.
Yeah, definitely.
He didn't got burnt. Then his scheme. I didn't see him scheme him and take him completely out of the game.
Up 2 touchdowns in these playoffs too. Both series. You got beat by the
Copy that. And then also remember the Rams defense. They actually got beat too a little bit. You know what I mean? So, and if you are accustomed, you can make that adjustment. Okay, you gonna rush, you gonna do whatever. All Joe Cool got to do is just pop them. They got other guys. Joe Mixon come out the backfield. Remind you of he got good hands like what's my guy?
You got Tyler Boyd. T. Higgins.
Yeah, I mean I know they got some good, like you said, that under and right? Yards after catch, right? Let's watch them yak points. Let's just watch. So I don't know just yet. I'm still I like how it's going. We don't have a dog in the fight, but it's just evenly matched. One of them good Super Bowls where you be like, okay, I wouldn't be surprised if Bengals won, and I wouldn't be surprised if LA won. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's fair.
Yeah,
Like, because if it comes down to special teams, I'm gonna go with that boy from the Bengals. I'm gonna go with McPherson.
I think it's gonna come down to quarterback play. Stafford ain't never, ever been anywhere this big ever. Joe Burrow just got done playing in the national championship game for LSU.
Okay, facts.
Joe Burrow is used to coming back. He's cool under pressure. Stafford might throw 3 interceptions. Stafford might throw 4. And the Rams defense might give up a ton of points after halftime, like they normally do. The question is, whose quarterback is going to play better? I think Burrow's going to play better.
The question is,
that's a good one too.
Who gonna outcoach who?
That's a good point.
Scheme up for some
That's a good point.
Well said.
Scheme up something.
Because
that boy sit back there, 7-step drop. I think he's gonna make something happen.
But I don't even think it's gonna be that though, man. I just got a feeling that I'm piggybacking off you. They gonna kill him. Dink, run.
You're gonna have to.
I'm just saying.
If you're gonna beat the Rams, for one, the Rams can put up points too, quickly.
Yes.
And all they've shown they can and all
yes.
that. But at the same time, it's the Bengals have mainly been okay. We can't get to Chase. We're gonna throw it to Higgins. We're gonna throw it to the other boys.
Mixon coming out of that
down.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is they make good adjustments.
Yes.
They make very good adjustments and all that because we thought for sure they was done against Kansas City. Kansas City was killing them. And all, but they came out in the second half. What happened? They made good adjustments.
Cool.
And all. So I like Burrow because he sits back, it's like nothing phases him, and that's what I like about him.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't like the Rams either. I'm just gonna pick them because they beat Tom Brady. So
They almost choked.
Oh,
they did.
choked.
They did.
We was watching the game. I'm
right.
like, if the Rams choke, I'm like,
Yeah, I was hoping they
almost choked against
They almost
the
choked.
49ers.
I was hoping they would. And they almost
I'm like, I was gonna beat them, bro. They almost choked, bro.
But you know what? But what I think too is I think it'll be a good learning experience for the Bengals, win or lose, because your whole team is young. Your coach and all of them, everybody's young. So you're showing how to we can put this winning in here now. So all right, we could be the next New England. We could be the next Pittsburgh and all that. In terms of we can.
They can't be the next New England.
Hey, bro.
Hey,
After whatever season, like you say, after the Super Bowl, the AFC next year,
AFC North will be tough.
top boy.
Just
if
them by themselves.
just them.
AFC West. That shit.
Yes, but hey man,
Herbert?
Hey, Jimmy, I think you and I talked about this.
That's tough.
Did Mahomes choke?
yes.
yeah,
Did Mahomes?
he choked.
And what I mean
choked.
by that is, think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. When they got to overtime, right? You ain't never seen Mahomes sit down and just run around in circles like that. When you had an open lane twice. Go look at the play when he got sacked.
Yeah, but I think people got up on. I think people got up on Kansas City too. They like, all right, they can't throw the ball down field to Hill. You can't get it to Kelsey. Who you gonna throw the ball to? Exactly. Nobody. So everybody's like, okay, well, we take the two best people away. You know, check down to everybody else, which he don't want to do. We was talking about this before we was on off camera.
Oh, copy that.
We said he don't want to throw the ball. He wants to throw the ball long, like Ant said earlier. If he can't hit the home run,
That's it.
That's it.
Look. Your name lost.
That ain't how you win baseball games.
Exactly.
know that.
That ain't how you win baseball, and that's not how you win football.
You gotta.
Should have ran the ball.
Exactly.
Oh, he should have took off, bro.
The Bengals, they couldn't stop the run. Throughout the whole game, they couldn't stop the run.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, but they
That's
couldn't
why
stop
they
them.
losing. All the defense coordinators did, okay, look, we're going to play the safeties all the way back. So this home run that you finna throw, you're not finna do it. It's think it dunk. And he sit down. It's kind of like how Brett Favre used to be. Puts the safeties back.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't throw it deep. They keep hating the dink it dunk. Interception. You know what? I got a question. Did your boy got meningitis? That's one Super Bowl. Playoff games. They lost Super Bowl, right? Playoff games, they choke it. Let me know something.
Oh, he said Manny Itis.
Manny
I
Itis.
thought he said Man Itis. He said Manny Itis. I like that one.
All right, Manny Itis.
Win playoff games and not get to the Super Bowl or win, because like the man saying, he run around with his head cut off. It's time to close out to go Super Bowl win. You at home. It's the NFC Championship and you lost. You lost to the Bengals. My Bears beat the Bengals that shit, man. Look,
And we tell Bay.
let me know something. Let me know something I don't know already.
For the
Tear it
record,
down.
Ed is now pissed.
Yes.
Let me know something, man.
Hey man, I ain't never seen you this quiet, Jimmy.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
going
waiting
on?
on
I'm
Jerry
trying
to
to
say
concentrate
something.
on my haircut.
Because Ed has now getting
You know,
it.
let me put my hat on.
You say
But-
Peyton Itis. That was a good one.
But
I
yeah,
like
no.
that one.
Honestly-
You know what?
honestly,
You about to trademark that one.
Honestly, seeing this whole season, like, it can go either way. It could be the Rams, it could be the Bengals.
Yep.
But I feel like it gotta be the Bengals, though. Seeing them in the playoffs, it shocked me because they eliminated the first seed, the Tennessee Titans. And they eliminated...
I knew that was coming though.
Well, I knew they was
I knew they was gonna beat them. I knew they was gonna beat
Tennessee
them.
I didn't
wasn't
think
as
they
good
was...
as they was
I
at
thought they
first.
would praise them, saying like, oh, when they lose, they're gonna dog the Bengals, saying like, oh, the Bengals are not Super Bowl favorites. They got this far.
So you weren't expecting the Bengals to even
No, I feel like they can take on the Rams. The way they were taking on the tough teams in their conference,
Yeah.
they can take on the Rams, even though their defense is going to come at Joe Burrow. They got to switch up plays like they've been doing in this playoffs.
If you
So
look
I-
at the Bengals season this year, they played Green Bay. They lost by 3. They
But
beat
still,
Kansas
though.
City. They won by 3. And they did it again.
Yes, but they came in with a fight though. And they're going to show that with the Rams. They letting them know, like, we here, we going to take this
Oh yeah.
championship away from you.
Yeah. I like the swag. I like their confidence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I do like. They're like, man, we don't. Let's do it.
Their
I'm like,
quarterback reminds me
this
of
guy
Joe
said
Namath
yeah.
back in the day.
You like
And,
that?
remember how Joe was just all Hollywood with everything?
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, you know, that's what Joe Burrow reminds me of.
Just cool.
He just cool and just, yeah, you know.
I'm taking the Rams because they got Aaron Donald and the Super Bowl in LA. If the Super Bowl was played anywhere else, I'll probably have a big
What Super Bowl being in LA don't wonder.
What is it? What is
Super Bowl in LA don't wonder.
I think they have more pressure.
Hey, hit me out, y'all be
If you look
It's gonna be in Kansas City, right? Hold on. That was in Tampa Bay, right?
But the Bucks had a.
I know.
That defense. That's a whole.
I'm just saying, you play on the house money. I might want to say, hey,
the Rams ain't
the game is in their home state field.
But see,
Rams, that's really, they don't really have a home
They
field
don't.
advantage
Yeah.
against the 49ers.
The
All
49ers.
49ers fans.
Yeah.
But I got the
Ain't the
Rams.
Super Bowl more pressure though?
I got the
I
Rams.
know you
sticking
said
in
more
there.
pressure than them because more pressure for the Rams.
I don't know, man.
If the Bengals win, it's gonna be like,
Don't home field out.
Yeah,
Cincinnati been on the road the whole playoff. Cincinnati been on the road the whole playoff, right? They've been on the road, right? Against this defense, first,
like Stafford's not going to be able to. I mean, come on, we all Chicago. We all live in Chicago. We ain't seen Stafford play for years here against the Bears and all that. We know that Stafford will give you something. In terms of he gonna give you an interception or something. I don't think they have a home field advantage because they should have checked that stadium with the Chargers won.
Yep.
We saw them play the 49ers last week. The 49ers had way more fans there.
They sure did.
And all that.
Yes.
I don't think that it did. I just don't think they're gonna have a home field advantage. Like you gotta think too. There's really not a lot of Rams fans across the country. I mean, you know, their fan base was big when he was in St. Louis.
When
And
they used to be in the Bears division back in the day.
And when they played back in the early 90s and all in the 80s when they was playing in LA, they had a big fan base. Now, not so much. I mean, it's just, I don't think they have that home field advantage. I think actually it plays against them. Even though I still think they're away, I think it plays against them having that home field advantage because, yeah, prime, there you go, prime example.
And I think earlier, was that you that said the quarterback play?
Yeah.
We haven't seen Stafford yet.
No.
Haven't. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
From all us watching, Stafford on Stafford. He's a good quarterback. I love it. I would took Stafford coming down to the Bears. I would have took him like that.
Fantasy football, he's the perfect quarterback.
Touchdown, might throw some picks, and they gonna lose.
I think the pressure is really on LA, and it's on Stafford.
Yeah, and this is not their first time going either. They just won a couple years ago. Even though they had Golf was their quarterback, but and I think Stafford's better.
I do.
But you got now it's like you got two rookie quarterbacks basically in the Super Bowl. So it's like somebody gonna make a play somewhere. I don't know if it's gonna be Aaron Donald. I mean, but I give the Rams credit too. You got Von Miller who was in the Super Bowl, so you have experience a little bit. I don't know if the Bengals have anybody that has been to the Super Bowl.
You know the guy.
I don't know the guy, but they said they only got one person who's been to the Super Bowl.
Is he a lineman? Is that the guy they signed?
Does he play?
Yeah.
I don't know his name, but they said that only one person been to the
Man,
Super Bowl.
I got the Rams. I think their defense is going to dominate. I got Aaron Donald to win MVP. I don't think he's going to be too much for Cincinnati. I hear y'all talking about Stafford. I think Stafford going to have a big game. I think Odell going to have a big game. I think Cooper Kupp going to get the touchdown.
Thank you.
But I think Cincinnati, like all the teams, are going to say we're not going to let Cooper Kupp beat us. Whatever little pressure Cincinnati get, I think he's going to throw quick outs to Odell. And I think Odell going to have a big game. This is the type of game Odell is made for. The limelight, he loves attention. So he in LA, all the stars gonna be there. Come on, Alan. All the stars gonna be there. He gonna be ready. So I think he gonna clown, he gonna dance, he gonna shimmy, all that crap. But I think Aaron Donald and that defense is gonna eat Joe Burrow up. You know, if Buffalo and Tennessee could get to him, I think Aaron Donald gonna. I predicted 3 sacks. predict that he get 3 sacks and win MVP. Myself.
You saying 3 sacks?
For Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald alone, 3 solos.
Aaron Donald.
Y'all missing one guy though that y'all never talked about. That's receiving football.
Jefferson.
Cooper Kupp.
I think they're gonna. I like you said. They're gonna
double down.
That's the main man. If the Bengals could find somebody that could guard him, I don't know about they be walking the trophy over that too. That's the only concern I got.
They don't
be in the playoffs now.
If I'm
all it takes for him to get one big play, and that's it.
That's one.
That's receiving football.
If I'm the Bengals, I do New England. I take a play out of New England.
We're going to take
I
away your...
double team Cup and put somebody one-on-one. Even though I don't like Eli Apple, I put Eli Apple on
OBJ.
yeah. But I double.
Apple.
Eli Apple's probably the best corner.
And they play with each other.
Yeah.
Didn't Apple play at Ohio State?
Yeah.
He'll suck out, but
I'm just saying. I mean, that was
The
probably...
only reason why I say Cooper Kupp got every in-season record, he broke them all this shit. I'm saying it.
True.
The whole time the Rams been winning the playoffs, they can't guard Cooper Kupp. 10 catches, he got over 100 yards. That 49 game
But
he broke off for that.
even in the playoffs, Odell is the reason Cooper Kupp was able to get what he got. Odell was the one.
Cooper Kupp is the reason why Odell get what he did.
No, sir.
Cooper Kupp has surpassed him as being the best receiver.
No.
I
think what
You're not getting what I'm saying.
So what he's saying is...
They were strategizing for Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, but now...
So with them throwing to Odell, they had to go like, damn, Odell killer.
Yeah.
So let us do something to Odell. Then Cooper Kupp was able to get open, and the running game was helping them.
Yeah.
The Rams got to use their running game.
Who's their running back?
Definitely.
Who's the
Akers.
one?
Akers and Sony Michel.
The Sony, New England guy.
Yeah. And I forgot. He got a
No, he got a ring though.
They didn't lose him in the playoffs. They really been using Akers.
That's because Akers been healthy. That's why.
He just came
And
out
so
from Achilles.
give you a fumble.
They're going to use both of them in the Super Bowl
Oh,
to
yeah.
slow Cincinnati down because you know they score. So they're going to try to keep it honest. But like I said, they're going to run that ball.
But is McVay going to want to run
I think
it? Is McVay going to want to run it?
McVay
I think it goes back to, you know what I'm talking about?
The Rams like to
that's
pass
the way
the
he
ball.
want to
Yeah, they
want to
play
waste
action team, so they
time.
gotta run.
Can I ask you
He
a
want to
question?
run the ball.
Can I ask you a question? What about the questionable timeouts in the NFC Championship game? What he blew all 3 timeouts?
But hold on, you asking that. That don't even make no difference. They won. And they won.
They won.
Oh, they damn near losing.
It was a field.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Throw 3 timeouts in the Super Bowl to see if that shit works.
He may not even have to. He may not have to.
So
you keep using if. At the end of the day, they won.
Yeah, that's all.
That's a fact. It's going to be interesting though. It really is.
It's going to be a good game.
Very
It's gonna be a good
interesting.
game.
I want to see the adjustments. I like to look. Belichick, one thing Belichick teaches us about coaching, he makes adjustments after every quarter.
what I said.
He makes adjustments.
Yeah.
Adjustment up, and then now let's see what you're gonna do.
Which coach you trust? Out of them two staffs, which coaches you trust to make the adjustment? Because it's gonna happen.
I still trust
I'm gonna
McVay
take
over
I
Zach
would
Taylor.
have to
They
say.
was
I'm
ready
gonna
to
take
blame
McVay
Zach
because
Taylor
I would
a
have
year
to.
ago.
That was the question I should have
I'm
had.
gonna take McVay because he's been there already.
Yeah.
He know what to expect in the
I trust
Super Bowl.
McVay.
Because I thought he.
But I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But even in that instance, if you cool, I mean, if you just don't sweat under pressure, like man, we can figure this shit out. I'm gonna figure this stuff out, right? We can figure it out. We can make this adjustment. Taylor may be a hidden gem we don't even know about.
Could be. True.
He could be. We just don't know.
We don't know.
He been great, like you just said. Like Jimmy just said. They've been
We
winning.
haven't seen the Bengals
I mean-
in the Super Bowl.
Nobody picked them to beat
I wasn't even
Tennessee.
born yet.
I just
We have no clue.
Tennessee was overrated
I don't even know how they got number 1 seed, but that's all.
because they was killing early in the season. Started off with 6-0 or something like that, and then Derrick Henry hadn't played in 10 weeks. That's their bread and butter. That's why they beat them.
Yeah, they
He ain't
did.
played in 10 weeks. Ain't been hit or nothing like that. Come on now.
Better quarterback play or get another quarterback. We damn near they probably keep going because they got everything already as a team. Oh, wow.
Your boy might go down there for Green Bay.
Hey, they say go to crib
Jordan
or
Love.
something like that. No, everybody.
Aaron Rodgers ain't good.
Hey,
Jordan Love.
no, this is rumor this week. They got a crib.
Aaron
better record. I'm not going there.
But
Man, Aaron Rodgers gonna play for
He's
Cal.
not going there.
yeah. But like you said, it go either way. Either way, I'm not gonna be mad if
I'm
whoever
gonna say
wins.
this. It's gonna be a very close game, though. It's not gonna be. I don't think it will be like a blowout. Maybe.
Nah,
I feel like it's just
I
gonna
want
be like,
blowouts.
I don't want to see a
I wouldn't bet on.
I don't want to.
I wouldn't bet on this
It's a
game.
blowout.
I won't put no money on that.
I will, and I am.
No.
You can book that.
I got the Rams and I ain't made bets already, so.
I'm taking bets. I'm laughing.
Only reason I'm picking them because it was LA.
Oh, just to bet Jimmy one time. Bet you a can of grape pop, boy, some grape juice, boy. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't bet no money, man. We bigger than that, man. We bet a case of grape juice and some goddamn Nestle's pure
Yeah,
water.
but Jimmy,
or
you used
something,
to bet. Jimmy tagged me in a bet from 2 years ago. Pay what you want. Look,
Yeah, he saw people in his head, hey, man.
Yo, Jimmy, you lost. This was 2 years ago.
I actually won the bet.
Oh.
I won the bet.
That record in Denver the year before. We went to the playoffs. Ain't that the bet? I'm gonna go check it. So look, I look at the comment. It said 2 wow. I'm like, this was from 2 years ago.
Right.
What you grave digging the bet?
Gave it my memory.
I'm gonna send the cash out.
Ain't too low.
Boy, y'all can act fine.
No, man, 2 years ago, like right there.
I hope Eddie
Man,
gets
I was
some
at
tip.
work on the truck. I was like 2 years ago.
I don't even think it was a better record. I think you said what how many games the Bears was gonna win.
It had to be.
And I was like, bet. Then I had to go back and look and see who didn't pay me. So I had to give them that note.
Did you send that
And
same
what
bet
you
out
owe.
this year?
I said it every year.
Yeah. Bears,
I put the
everybody have a
schedule-
better record than
I put the schedule up and I say, what you think they record gonna be? And you get the goofballs 13-3.
Negative.
13-4.
I tell y'all that year they do what? 8
This
days,
how Jimmy do it.
79.
I bet you though,
If Jimmy ain't confident in the team,
I try to
Jimmy
be
gonna
8
bet
days,
you.
79. Then I'm like, nah, you know what? They might
never
be
gonna beat
worse.
this team.
If
They
Jimmy
might be,
confident in the
17
team,
games now,
he
6
gonna
and
be like,
11.
man, I bet you this
They
team will
four.
have a better record than them. That's how he get you. I've been lost
I
with
got
Jimmy
to
for
deal.
years. I know how he
I
get
got
there.
to deal with. I got to deal with Jimmy.
That's how
every
you do it.
football season when it comes to the Bears.
When I
No
get the
matter what,
schedule,
Exactly.
when
He
I
gonna
get the
come
schedule, I
hard.
say, what y'all think they gonna do? And I always get 3 or 4 people who don't know sports. They gonna win 13 games. They gonna win 12 games. Chris, I'm calling you out because you the Super Bowl fan. Rebel Chris, you know who I'm talking to because you always thinking they gonna win 13, 14 games. And every year I laugh at you because they don't let me down.
What they win this year?
What, 7?
7?
6?
Nah, 6 games.
Six,
6-11.
6 and 11, right? Yeah.
Vacay, my cousin. Thank you for the honey, homie.
That's how you do it. He got this damn
Yeah,
science.
man.
He's confident in his team. He gonna bet you game to game. If he's confident in the team, he gonna be like, look, my team gonna finish this record over yours. That's how you get the money. I've been losing the money to Jimmy for years. That's the science down to it.
Right,
If
right.
he ain't confident in the team, he gonna bet you game to game. If he confident in the team, he gonna be like, hey, Ralph, I bet they finish with a better record. So as the season over, you be like, damn. That's how you get the
Only
money.
team.
He got this shit down to a
The
science.
only team he do that with is North Carolina, but he loses to me normally with that.
He just said that.
That's the only team he has pure confidence in is North Carolina, and they still lose to Duke every year.
He said they
They
could be
lost to
lost
Duke.
last
Yeah.
night.
They got stopped last night.
They got spanked last
Coach
night.
K, Coach K,
Coach K and them went up and they was like, let me give him a brutal
check out
ass.
the
Let me get him real.
Did you get it? Did you call him?
No, I know I was coming in today. I let it go.
He let it go. He let me ride, but it don't matter. They second round loss in the
Still be
NCAA.
further than North Carolina.
As soon as we get a new coach, because Hubert Davis is trash. Quote me on that. He terrible.
I just felt bad for him and gave him the job. That's
I wouldn't have gave them nothing. I'd have paid Coach Cal.
Nah, you know they hired it.
They got to get off that. They got to get off that because Hubert Davis ain't gonna do it. He can't recruit. He can't do nothing. But since we don't agree on the Super Bowl, I got another one. Who's the greatest? Facebook, y'all can chime in because I know some of y'all gonna say something stupid. Who y'all think is the best black quarterback all time? So I'm waiting on somebody to say Cordell Stewart, Jeff Blake.
Cordell Stewart.
Oh my God.
Embarrassment to say Cordell Stewart.
Oh my
I
God.
can't even put Jeff Black with Cordell. That's
What I'm saying is, you know, on social media, you get them people say the dumbest things and they swear they know sports.
Man.
So, Eric, I'm gonna let you start, man. Who you think is the greatest black quarterback?
All right, so Jimmy, we talked previously. I told you I had Doug Williams. All right, but after just thinking about what he's saying, to me, I have to say Mike Vick changed the game. He changed the way that the NFL and others look at black quarterbacks. He changed defenses. You got 1,000 young black boys right now under center because of Mike Vick. A lot of y'all may not know Doug Williams. Doug Williams, HBCU, Grambling, up under Eddie Robinson, and man, took the Redskins to the Super Bowl way back when, in the 80s, right?
87.
87, right? Yeah, graduated. So, but he was the first African American, to win the Super Bowl at the time. But to your question, Jimmy, I think Mike Vick. I think just the fact of how he changed the game. It changed the look of the black quarterback. And it really did change the game. You don't have the Lamars. You don't have the Russells. You don't have the Mahomes. You don't have none of these young black quarterbacks. Yeah, I said, yeah, you don't have them without Vic. I mean, remember what was that, 2K, NFL, or Madden? Well, all of us had Madden, right? Yeah, number 7, what?
Mike drop back the pass, hit that button.
What?
Most unstoppable Madden player ever.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So, Jimmy, that would be, my guy would be Mike Vick. I would have to say Mike Vick. Only because of how he really changed the landscape of the game for the black quarterback. That's just me.
I'm going Warren Moon.
I like Moon.
Strictly, I'm speaking whole career-wise. He can play. I like Vic. I think Vic was an underachiever. I ain't gonna even talk about with the dogs, but I think he could have did more with his talent.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go Warren Moon. He balled everywhere he went. He was old balling in Minnesota. He balled in Seattle. And you know what he did with the Oilers. So there's nothing here what he did in Canada.
The Canadian did
him bogus.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Warren Moon. I'm gonna give Donovan McNabb this prize. Even though he didn't win. They're gonna get you other stuff. Warren Moon is my number 1.
Okay.
But after him, no order, McNabb put up numbers. He might have choked in the playoffs, threw up in the Super Bowl and stuff. But he balled. I'm gonna put Vic in there. I'm gonna put I can't stand. I'm gonna put Cam in there and Steve McNabb.
Yeah. I forgot about RC.
Put Steve McNabb. And but like I say, Moon. But I know y'all gonna say something else. So what you think, man? Who you gonna say? Cordell Stewart? Willie Beeman, former best.
I mean, you stole my guy. I want to say Warren Moon, but you got Randall Cunningham out there.
I like Randall.
I mean, y'all got me about a couple years of age, but when I first used to cut on football, the first black quarterbacks I seen was Steve McNabb, and the Vikings would be up on the bed. Randall Cunningham, he threw the prettiest deep ball.
I think Randall Cunningham.
The boss came in the league. I just see him the same day I did to Ralph. And the ball just disappeared. I see him come down, and he felt just like this. It's perfect. When Randall Cunningham, then I see some clips of him with the Eagles and everything. So
Randall Cunningham was Mike Vick before Mike Vick.
Yeah.
But he was Cam.
But I think Randall was tall.
He was Cam because he was tall.
Right, he was tall, right?
Yeah, Randall Cunningham was like 6'5", 6'6".
Sports Illustrated did a newspaper. I mean, not a newspaper, magazine in '89. And Randall Cunningham on the cover and was saying they predicted in '89 he was the future at quarterback. And they was right, saying quarterbacks was gonna be like Randall. So like what Eric said, like he think Vic. I actually think Cunningham birthed like black boys going, man, I can play quarterback. Because I think he led to the Cordell stool.
I forgot about him.
You started seeing more black quarterbacks in college.
Yep.
They wasn't getting no play in the pros. But you had the Cordells, Rodney Peets now. That was getting
Dante Culpepper.
Dante Culpepper.
He sat on the bench behind Cunningham and Jeff George, and then they started Culpepper in like 2001. He sat, like Jimmy said, he sat for 3 years. Quarterbacks when I was growing up, they sat for 3 years and then they played. A-Rod, who's that? You Packers fan, right?
He sat like 4
A-Rod
years.
sat for 3 years before he even got up under center in Green Bay. I wish you'd see more of that now, but they got more money pushed in the sport.
But you know what they
so you
they
gotta
done
play
changed
as soon
the
as you get
salary
there.
cap now.
Yeah, now you touch the field.
Yeah, they want you to play. Gotta sit and learn it.
Everybody impatient. They don't let the boys. They don't let them grow into the job. I think that's why the boy Trey Lance. I actually think he's going to be better because he sat out and got to watch the game. I think that was the best problem with their quarterback. I think Mitch should have sat. I think Justin Fields should have sat because they weren't going nowhere. So I think he should have sat, watched the game. Then I'd have played him at the end of the year.
That's what I said.
I would have let Andy Dalton take all that butt whooping.
Yeah, we said this.
Fields
I
game.
was telling him, I'm like, don't play the rookie. You play him when you know it's done. You ain't no playoff contention. Why you play a rookie at the end of the season? Think you finna make a playoff run? Think you finna save your job with a rookie quarterback? You ain't finna save your job with a rookie quarterback. It's not.
So Ralph, who you think? What's your take on
I'm
black quarterback?
I'm rolling with Mike Vick, but before Vick, it was Steve McNair for me. Steve McNair was.
Hold on. Side note, Facebook. We always talk stuff about sports. You see how we roll. Spurs. Carry on, Ralph.
He give me two.
We ain't winning this year, but I still roll with my boys.
At least you know.
I still roll with my boys.
He so quick. He'll put that double problem on like he did Mitchell.
Steve McNair was for me, man. I mean, even though Mike Vick's my number one, but Steve McNair the one. You talking about? He was before Mike Vick, bigger quarterback. He's that prototypical Cam Newton now. And now he's tall, wide body. He's like Dante Culpepper and all them too. You know, Dante Culpepper is really famous for what he did with Randy Moss and all that. So,
That's what you was thinking about.
Yeah, and he took over for Randall Cunningham and all that, but like McNair, you know, it's tragic he passed away and all, but I really think Steve McNair was like the biggest black quarterback in terms of leading into the new wave, you know, with Michael Vick and all them coming in. But like I said, Michael Vick is the one because I mean, look what he's doing. Like, he's the only player, I mean, if you were to video games and all, he's the only player that unstoppable on Madden for years. Like, you knew you played against Atlanta playing that video game, it was like you knew he was gonna take an L. He's like unstoppable. The way he can throw the ball on the run, throw the ball 70, 80 yards running, and he's a lefty, so you know he was charismatic in a lot of ways. So I mean, Michael Vick is the best to me. I mean, Warren Moon all was good, but I didn't see Warren Moon play like that. Like Warren Moon was the 80s and all that. Randall Cunningham too, even though I saw Randall Cunningham play, but I'm gonna stick with Michael Vick.
What you think, Matt? What you think, Alan?
Man, I'm most definitely gonna go to Vic, and I think we talking about that off camera, man. I said I had two options, Vic or McNabb. McNabb was more like a hometown thing for me, but Vic, I remember like I'm 30. I came in. Vic was like the Iverson of football. You know, he didn't just. It wasn't just what he did on the field. It was the swagger he had as he was doing it. So he let you know, like, you could come out, you could do your thing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you couldn't touch him. You couldn't stop him. But it was like he could also, he could talk shit to you off the field, and then step on the field, and he knew he was gonna ball you out. So at that point, it was like, yo, everything he telling you gonna do it to you. It's like, what do you do with that? But you know, he had young black boys also understanding, like, yo, I can tell you, I can show you better, I can tell you, but I'm gonna tell you first though. So you know, so I grew up watching that. I'm like, yo, this dude is. I remember when and everybody know I'm a sneakerhead, so I remember when he had his kicks. And I remember I remember, you know what I'm saying, sending my mama down at every shoe store in America, like, yo, I'm just a Vicks. It's Vicks. Like, that's got to be the move. Like, this dude, you know what I'm saying, you can see that too often. Every quarterback I saw was something like, you know, straight-laced white boy that went to some corn-fed school, and he got Vic coming out here. I mean, the man was totally different, man, but I identified more to that because he reminded me of something I was seeing, you know, if I go to the field up the street. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was more iconic, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't just Mike Vick, it was Mike Vick, because it was like, this dude is different, man. This dude he's showing me that, like, I could come off of, you know, Aces and Ingleside and go right to the league and do the same stuff, be myself the entire time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Then the bounce back when he came back after, you know, the dog situation, I still felt like, you know, he still walked in with that same, you know, I got it mentality. So, you know, you couldn't take it away from him, man.
Commercials.
He was, bro, like, he was iconic,
Yeah. His best commercial to me was when he was in the middle of the field, he was throwing it out the stadium. Y'all remember that commercial?
Yeah,
and he was throwing that. I think that's when he brought the Vortex out. Mike Vick Vortex out. I was like, and they was showing him like, this dude can throw 100 yards. I was like, ain't nobody can throw 100 yards. And they was showing it, and then, you know, they broke down the commercial and the show, like, you know, he's really throwing the ball 100 yards. I was like, this is crazy. Yeah. And he wasn't, Mike Vick's not a big guy. No, he's small. And he's wiry. He got like a Lamar Odom type frame. And all that. But you know, he's not really a big guy like, you know, how like Cam Newton and all the newer kids are nowadays. No, he's not big like that. So for him to have that arm strength is crazy. Or even Pat Mahomes. I think Mahomes can throw about what, 85, 90 probably. But that come from him playing baseball.
That's all baseball.
But
now does Mahomes count as a black quarterback?
Yes.
So for me, I'm putting Mahomes over all of them. I'm putting Mahomes over all of them. Like Mahomes, like I know Michael Vick is amazing and all of that. Michael Vick had no accuracy. So I mean, Michael Vick was a talented individual. As an actual quarterback, he wasn't that great. He didn't read defenses too well either. He could run, so he saw if he had lane, I'm taking off.
The playbook.
No, he didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like as an actual quarterback, Michael Vick wasn't great. As an actual quarterback, I say Mahomes, because in my opinion, Mahomes is as close to the second greatest quarterback I've ever seen, Aaron Rodgers. So I mean,
okay, so who's number one great?
Why you didn't tell me that?
Number one, I'm picking Tom Brady.
Okay.
Number one, Tom Brady.
All right. We'll take that win.
Like this guy.
But Mahomes does everything that most quarterbacks can't do. I mean, Mahomes this year he wasn't that great, but Mahomes, like you say, he'll throw the ball 80 yards and put it right on that rope for you to catch it. Mahomes throws no look passes, like he does all of that. Now Lamar Jackson is as close to Michael Vick as we're gonna get to Michael Vick, and just like Michael Vick, Lamar Jackson has no accuracy. Lamar Jackson can't read no defenses. Lamar Jackson throws. He throws to the tight end because the tight end runs 5 to 10 yard routes, and that's easy to throw. When he got to throw to people who are covered or throw them open, ain't happening. He got to throw those medium range to
So you mean
far
tell me
passes.
he can hit when he don't hit Hollywood Brown?
How often does he hit Hollywood Brown? Like
If
if we took a percentage, that'd be like a 2%
Okay,
chance.
so
like,
hold on, and real quick. I mean, hold on, Alan.
Yeah.
Isn't that the scheme of their offense, though?
No.
So their offense is designed to go downfield, or is their offense designed to run?
Their offense
is designed to
is
run.
It's
designed to
RPO,
run.
right?
Because he can't throw.
Exactly. I was going to say their offense is designed to run because he can't throw.
And then he lost both his running backs, right?
He got about 3 or 4
Everybody
running
loses,
backs.
but everybody loses everything in football. If you're a great quarterback, it don't matter.
Well, Aaron Rodgers is his guy, so
Aaron
doesn't need a same guy around him to be successful. You don't need that.
I don't think Green Bay
There's
would
no
have without
guy out
Devontae. If y'all don't have Devontae Adams, y'all not going nowhere.
we don't won without them. When Devontae was hurt, we won.
That's a question. That's a good question.
No, Devontae, the Packers still gonna win because the Packers are great.
Well, I got a question to ask you.
Then why y'all get eliminated? Then
Why did he just have to
That don't count. We gonna skip that.
Why they get eliminated?
Why you just calling Devontae and Adam Jones?
when I saw that game against the 49ers, that's all he threw to.
Why he throw the random car? His boy.
He didn't throw to nobody else.
He didn't throw nobody. Scatman.
Because
He didn't throw to nobody else.
It didn't matter. I knew San Francisco beat y'all anyway because y'all
That's why I
trash.
agree with my boy Tim. Tim say he threw the game. He didn't throw that ball to nobody else. That boy threw the ball to nobody else.
I can't believe I'm sitting with a Packers fan.
Trash being NFC North champions. You mean that trash?
Oh man.
Trash being.
He do trash being one and done, right? Oh, okay. You do all that work during the season, do what? Oh, we got home field advantage. We take it to Titletown, and guess what? Go fishing.
Do all that.
Thank you, Sam.
Right.
Go fishing.
They do all that work. Still better than the Bears who are the bottom of the barrel. So, the Bears don't even make the playoffs. We can't even discuss the Bears.
But you made the playoffs.
We did choke.
Yeah, y'all choked.
Now I would say this year was Aaron Rodgers' fault. Last year was a mixture of Aaron Rodgers and LaFleur not knowing what he was doing, and the year before that it was all LaFleur. So it's just going to be growing pains. When you got a coach who has never been a head coach in his career, you got to give him growing pains. Aaron Rodgers is older, so the growing pains is worse on Aaron Rodgers, but you got to give him that. So the first season wasn't Aaron Rodgers' fault. That second season, I thought Aaron Rodgers should have ran for the touchdown. He probably wouldn't have got it, but I think he should have ran. He still could have got to the one, as opposed to just throw it. And then this year it was his fault. That was all Aaron Rodgers' fault.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think
His life was about to end.
that's why he having problems with Green Bay, like just the organization? I know they're not owned by one person. It's because he figured if you got with McCarthy, why didn't you sit down with me and ask me what more?
And they should have.
Because LaFleur's offensive guy, right? He's So I think he's like, well, ask me who y'all want to bring in. I think that's part of the problem because that was started about 3 years ago.
They don't treat him like he's one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. They just treat him like he's a quarterback. They don't ask his opinion. They don't ask him. They fired his
How you
quarterback
the
coach.
greatest quarterback ever? You only got, I'm going to be quiet.
Got what? One Super Bowl?
One ring.
I didn't say he's greatest ever. I
He
said he's
Preach, you just said that.
I said
He just said that.
one of the greatest. Wait. So first off, when we talk about greatest quarterbacks ever, winning championships ain't got nothing to do with it.
Copy that.
You got to take the rings out of that.
It's a team. Football is a team sport. Tom Brady, the year that they beat the Falcons, they didn't beat the Falcons just because Tom Brady did it. They beat the Falcons because they gave up no points. Their defense gave up nothing at all.
They didn't get past the 50-yard line in the second half.
And the year they almost lost to the Jaguars in the AFC Championship game, they won because their defense gave up nothing in that second half. They didn't give up no field goals. They barely gave up first down. So
I can't give it to you because what makes Tom different than all other quarterbacks, you make the throws when you have to.
No, I agree.
When the
Tom,
money's on the line, you just do it.
Tom is great under pressure.
Like,
Unless he playing
you
five
Packers
minutes.
fan, Aaron Rodgers, I get it.
Unless he
I don't
plays
think
nine.
Tom gonna throw to the same guy
That's all
every
I'm saying.
time.
No,
Aaron
not
Rodgers,
We're 17.
well, let me just honest for a 5-yard slice off won't hurt my neck. Greatest of all time, do that. Deflated or not.
You got air style again. Hey, somebody take it. You gonna get a Green Bay side back your head. You might get a Broncos side.
Right. Elway,
You might want to wait down. Take the Hennessy out the ribbon.
My boy broke his neck, whatever y'all say, and it still took Brady, 2-3 years to break his record?
So do you think Aaron Rodgers is better or Peyton Manning is better? Because Peyton got 2 Super Bowls, Aaron Rodgers got 1.
I like Peyton
What's the
Manning
difference?
because I like Peyton Manning.
I think Aaron
That's
Rodgers
Aaron
is a better.
Rodgers.
I think
I hate Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Aaron Rodgers is a
My head is
talent.
real. Like-
He's a talent.
You don't count it.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I'll take that, Alan. That's fine.
Aaron Rodgers is like the greatest talent
Magician.
probably to play football. Just overall talent. But like Allen, I mean not Allen, I ain't gonna say he makes the rules when he counts. He does this. He changes the narrative depending on who he like. So he like Brady, so 7 rings, 7 rings. He makes the throws when they count. But everybody entitled to their opinion. He entitled to think Brady is the best. I don't. I got 5 quarterbacks in front of 3-4 quarterbacks in front of Brady. But, you know, it is what it is.
They shouldn't give my boy that gold jacket after he lost that game. They should have just walked him. They should have just walked the gold Tom. They should give him that gold jacket after that game.
Oh, well, we all know he first ballot, bro. I mean, it ain't no jacket.
99.9.
You gotta get that nigga a jacket with Balco on the front. They gotta give him a trophy with a camera. A Spaghetti.
Oh my God.
You know.
So where's Aaron Rodgers gonna be next year, Alan?
Green Bay. He ain't going away.
No, let me ask you this: are you gonna give Devontae $30 million?
I think they're gonna give Devon as long as Aaron Rodgers is there.
You on the board, so
they
yeah,
gonna
tell
give-
us what y'all gonna do.
Yeah. We just had this discussion. As long as Aaron Rodgers is there,
They
they're
gonna
gonna keep
franchise
Devontae. You can't let
Devontae,
Devontae go.
Really, that's steep.
They need to go out in the draft and go do something and shit. They need to go draft some weapons for him, or at least go trade for somebody.
They have weapons.
They got weapons. He
I'm
just
saying,
didn't do it.
everybody always say the Packers ain't got no receivers. They got
you
weapons.
go and get Jordan Love as a backup quarterback when you needed that. You needed another wide receiver. You could have used something on the offensive line. You could have drafted some type of defensive player, but you go and get Jordan Love.
I think they did that because they wasn't sure if he was going to sit out.
Okay, you have
Deshaun Watson.
But
I mean,
you-
it's different
You
situation.
went and got
Shut up.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love is terrible. by the way.
Exactly.
Jordan Love
You
is
could have
terrible.
got Ian. You could have went and got a lot of other people. You wouldn't got Jordan Love.
Yeah, Jordan Love is terrible.
Why they go with Jordan Love?
I don't know. Maybe his
The
name
Packers
sounds
don't
cool
have
or
like
something.
cap
I don't
space, so
know.
they couldn't have got no veteran guy and really paid him.
You could have drafted somebody better than him.
They could have. They had.
They have the 25th.
It was a lot of people on the table.
No, you could have found somebody.
What's the receiver who went to the?
DK. You could have got DK.
Oh, Metcalf.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Could have got DK. Now that changes a lot. You got DK and you got Devontae.
And he fell
Wow.
right. No, see,
That changes a lot. And you got two dynamic running backs.
Yes, that makes
Seattle-
Green Bay.
That changes
That
the field.
puts y'all.
Green Bay.
Seattle just
But who's
Green
to
Bay
say?
did
Who's
trash.
to say?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you
Let's go.
gonna get a DK though. That
But
changes
who's
your
to say?
offense.
Who's to say DK would have became DK?
That's what I'm saying.
I still
Aaron Rodgers-
DK was good
The
coming out of
Seahawks
college.
I ain't
extended
gonna say
his
he
rookie
wasn't.
contract
But
after
you
that
know
one
Aaron
season.
Rodgers, he's
So they
so-
had the cap space for him.
He's so drama heavy. DK mess around and drop a pass. He
He's
can
such a-
throw to him the rest of the game.
He's a girl.
Hey, all I know is one thing Bears fans can't say is he is y'all did.
Who?
He outdid.
He y'all did.
Hey man.
Man, shut up, bro.
I knew you not gonna
That's true.
like it.
Hey, say nothing. I'm looking at the news right now.
It's true. And I hate to say it, but it's the truth. That man owns the Bears. Not the McCaskies. He's none of them. He owns them.
Yes.
We get into the day.
I'm just because I know how much you hate. I know how much you hate them. But I mean, you got to be honest. At some point in time, though, like they suck against Green Bay.
Man, I just
Even before him, Brett Favre owned them. They was just look. It's so bad that brim of the year that Green Bay won the Super Bowl, right?
The
Right.
Bears should have
Hold
left
on.
in the playoffs.
You're right. Exactly. Right.
It's not a let. The Packers beat the Bears.
No,
They might let.
they
might
beat
let
them.
the
But
Packers.
if you took care of your responsibility and beat them on the last game of the season,
Like you was
they
supposed
like
to.
you supposed to, they would have.
Wait a minute.
They did. Hold on.
Was that Lovey?
Hold on. No, you can't blame.
Was that
Lovey.
Lovey coaching us
Don't blame
then?
Lovey.
Yeah.
Don't blame
Remember, we
Lovey.
lost in the NFC. I went to that game. We lost in the NFC.
Yep.
title game.
And Lovey was our coach,
But
right?
hold on. But who blew the coverage
That's the last year
though?
with Jay Cutler.
Was Lovey on the field? Did Lovey
Hey,
blow the
God
coverage?
bless. Good night.
Did Lovey blow the coverage in? No, he didn't. He's the coach. He didn't blow the coverage. Who was that back then? Y'all remember? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I knew you remember.
Connie. Oh no, Trestman was the coach. You talking about we tried to get
No.
to the playoffs? Yeah, the last game of the season he blew the coverage. Yeah.
Yeah,
That Green
but I'm
Bay
talking
won.
about the year they won it.
The year they won it.
Because Green Bay had to beat the Bears on the last game of the season. They did it. Then they beat the Bears in the
Yeah,
NFC
well, that's what
Championship.
I was talking about.
And that's how they won.
That was another year.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
it's-
that was
but,
Lovey's year.
like if you take
But
care
then
of responsibility, and then they had the Bears. I think picked
The NFC Championship
one
year.
year.
Yeah.
That was lovely.
That was Lovey.
That was lovely. That was like
Lovey.
Green Bay won in what 2011,
Yeah.
something like
That
that.
was lovely. I thought you was talking about the last game of the season when Chris Conti blew the coverage and he scored the touchdown. That was Trestman.
No, we talking about Lovey. This what they talking about is Lovey.
Yeah. So
And I agree with you, players, bro. And yeah, Green Bay has owned us
You said what?
Don't let me get a winning record against them.
Hold on. Speak that into the mic. What you say, E?
Say for the people in the back.
You guys ain't Trey back there. Hold on. A little louder. Like, come on, man.
You can't get around there, man.
I mean, that's even like, see, even go to the point that, you know, I'm a Tom Brady fan and all that, but the Bucks lost on because Antoine Winfield Jr. blew coverage and all that. It was a zero coverage, and you knew you wasn't supposed to come up that far. Cooper Kupp beat him off the line.
No. No. If you remember that play.
In the play before that, too.
No, Levante David, if it was zero, he was supposed to go in. Right? But he did not, though, right?
No.
The zero coverage, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All in, right? Mm-hmm. And you go back. Winfield wasn't expecting Cooper to do what?
Because they all wasn't on the same, they weren't all on the same page, one, and all, but half of them knew zero cover, half of them knew whatever.
We didn't know what to back
and all that, but you could see Antoine Winfield messed up. You could clearly see he knew he messed up because he came up and he's like, oh, shit. Let me go back out because he see Cooper Kupp's like, oh, ain't nobody out there. Let me just run out there.
He was just been playing center field. I would just sit back there,
but they tried to all out blitz him and all that. I mean, it would have worked if he was on the coverage like he's supposed to be.
So why not call a timeout and get everybody else?
I don't even know if they had any timeouts at that point. Yeah, I think they might have.
Tom Bowles got to blitz that bucket.
Did Tampa Bay have timeouts?
You know they not good.
Did Tampa Bay have timeouts? You don't remember?
So those things are important. Like,
and now that's when it comes to a coaching aspect. That's the coaching aspect. You know your bands, everybody looking crazy and all that. So that's when you got to slow down. Like, hold on, timeout.
Because at least I know, if I know of Bruce B.A., he had at least 1 or 2 timeouts.
I'm thinking he maybe had one, maybe.
I would have took it at that point because that's a crucial point of the game. Especially if my defense is looking.
And you got to get on Tom Bowles and them too. Tom Bowles is defensive coordinator.
Right.
Like, hey, what's going on? Well, who the captain? Hey, what you doing?
What's the play? Oh, you didn't hear the play? If you ain't hear the play, man, time. Hey, man, this ain't working.
Exactly.
And we're not on the same page. And it costs them. So, you know, that goes back to what you were saying about the coaching in this upcoming Super Bowl is going to make the difference. Who's been here before? Who hasn't? Who's going to game management, time management?
What's that?
Challenge.
Trust.
Yeah. Challenge. Sometimes it be them coordinators that make the timely decision.
Right.
And it ain't always be the head coach.
It's going to come down to a challenge. So we challenge to be
right. Their first series, who's going to be nervous? Because you always see a first-time Super Bowl quarterback trying to calm down because the first few minutes, it brings a lot of pressure to them because they don't expect that being the Super Bowl. So we always say Joe Burrow cool, even though he won the championship and all that, it still ain't the Super Bowl. So who nerves gonna get to him?
I think everybody should be that though, Jimmy. Right?
Who nerves
be a little bit? That's the
who
biggest
nerves
stage
gonna
of
get to him?
I think who defense make that first big play?
Oh, I got Aaron Donald making that first big play.
Like who defense gonna make that first big play to change the game?
I think Stafford gonna throw a pick 6.
If you hit Matthew Stafford, it's going to be a different game.
I believe it. I believe it's coming.
If history repeats itself,
I'm just saying we haven't seen it.
He's gonna be something.
He found
You got some Jay Cutler.
I think so. I think that Detroit gonna rear his ugly head.
The greatest Bears quarterback, by the way.
Yeah, he is.
Definitely is.
Definitely is.
Statistically,
Jay Cutler.
Who you gonna say? Vince Evans?
I was gonna say Bob after me, but
Boy, I almost fell off the seat.
hey, down for you.
Oh my God.
Oh, number 7.
Oh my God.
I'm just
Maybe Jim Harbaugh or something. Eric Franklin or something.
Mike Thomas.
Eric Creighton.
Harbaugh was good for the Bears. Harbaugh was decent.
Yeah, Kramer probably in their top 3 actually.
What's you call him too? Jim Miller too.
Yeah, one good side number.
Steroid man. Steroid man.
What's his name? I liked number 18. What you could do?
Cal
I
Orton.
like Cal Orton.
I like Rex Grossman.
No.
I like him. I didn't say he was good. I liked him.
I couldn't read defense.
Hey, I didn't say he was good. I liked him, but I didn't say he was good. I like the news at Florida. He came out of school. I just think sometimes the Bears just kill careers offensively.
The Bears kill quarterbacks. They can't teach.
If you're not a running back or you don't play the defense and you get drafted by Chicago, sorry for you.
Well, Receivers go to die.
Mr. Muhammad said that. That's true. He came out with a
Receivers
15
go to
yard
die.
receiver. He left. He barely got
Some
the
teams you get drafted to and you play a certain position or a certain side of the ball, you're like, damn.
No argument here.
I mean, you get drafted by the Jets now, you play any position, good luck.
Still trash.
You got 3 years and it's
Who was
over
a
with.
Jet fan? Like, who's a Jet fan? Do you know any Jet fans?
No.
I mean, out of all your fans, do you know anybody that's a Jet?
The players don't even like the Jets. They don't even.
Like, come on, man. That's like, are you a Giant fan?
They had their spurts when they was good, but then they'd be good and then go trash right behind it. Like, they was good the whole time. They had, as their coach? Rex is their coach. And they was good that they hold, they was on hard knocks. He was talking crazy to Brady and all that, even though we know he wished he could coach Brady and all that.
Yeah.
But, they had good defense. They had Harts got them, and they had, Revis and all that.
Oh, yeah.
But then you had your famous quarterback.
Mark Sanchez.
That has the most
USC.
that has the most notable play ever.
USC. I liked him at USC though.
Yeah, he was good.
USC.
Yeah. See, USC produces quarterbacks though,
And running backs.
Yeah.
And receivers.
and receivers,
Just
and a few defensive
And a
players.
few, but offensively, USC got some cats.
Yeah. But what does Ohio State not produce?
It's quarterback.
I think we all agree on that.
That's right. They don't have nothing.
Man. So we gonna just leave this elephant in the room. What about the Cowboys? I just have to bring it up.
Cowboys.
Talking that Facebook nation. No, got some
Cowboy
fans.
Is Cal still there? Cause man, I don't see no Cowboys.
They
Man.
chose.
Oh, besides Mr. Emmitt Smith right now.
You like Emmitt Smith?
Pay me.
Besides Mr. Emmitt Smith right
You
now.
like Emmitt Smith?
Yeah, he like Emmitt Smith. Him and Moses. Emmitt is trash. One of the most overrated.
You talking about bitter
NFL
bitter
players.
behind.
Stayed durable, didn't fumble the ball, and ran
He didn't do what?
in big games. Durable and didn't fumble the ball. All these other running backs outside of probably Walter.
Wait. He go.
Whoa.
Didn't he change the narrative?
How change?
Change the narrative.
Because
He had an offensive lineman.
Let's talk about
He had
that
an
line,
offensive receiver, a Hall of Fame receiver, Hall of Fame quarterback. Man, that's a whole
I
lot
still
of
don't
talent.
understand how Troy.
That's a
made
whole
it
lot.
like
Yeah,
that.
he was terrible.
Him and East Color have the same numbers.
Who?
Trey. You look up an Aikman,
I'm
look at
Googling
Color.
this
Go ahead. They have the
I'm
same
do like
numbers.
you, Jim.
They have the same numbers.
Yeah, championship.
And that's the only reason. Now that's the one time you can use championship to say somebody's better. That was it. They almost have the exact same numbers to be to.
But since he liked the player, he sure got an excuse for him. They wasn't throwing the ball.
I don't think Emmitt would have lasted behind one of the Bears lines like Walter did.
He wouldn't have lasted behind Detroit line.
I don't think Troy Aikman would have lasted if he went to another team either. Troy Aikman was mediocre. Just happened to be
UCLA guy,
a
right?
good team.
Yeah.
UCLA guy.
He was
right?
at Oklahoma, couldn't take it, then he left.
No.
So we're gonna end that. Thanks everybody for checking in. As y'all see, it's probably going on for a little bit longer. But check us out every week. We're gonna be back. We're gonna be back next week with a All-Star review. We're gonna talk a little All-Star NBA. But check us out. On behalf of the crew, Ant, Allen, Matt, Eric, Ralph, my sons Trey and Isaiah, we signing out. Holla at y'all later. Peace. Abdul, you want some chicken?
Yeah.
I nothing. Go ahead.